in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. In a wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his 1st one here.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here we go, back.
They'll run for the 1st time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. He finds Moore in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. To throw again on second down. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Edwards. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. And 13 yards there on the play for the shutdowns. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here in the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. From the 36, Jackson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Well, it's not just his first, not his second, but his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll go option on second down, right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. We are tied at 7. So now and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to go. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round of the playoff, go on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. He's got him in, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Second and 11. Oh, this is going to be caught along this sideline. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Again, he'll drop to throw. James has got it, complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32. Obviously, well short of the first down. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and 14. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now Harrison Baker for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This is a tough one from 49 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end Edwards. Jackson finding his tight end Edwards for the Ravens' first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Many times when you talk about modern players, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Right here, one time.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And this one is incomplete. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left complete. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And you can see the result there. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. For the Seahawks, and they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jackson going to run.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And points result, we'll call this play significant.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 4th and 2.
Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. To throw is Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Richie James from 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again is Jackson.
Complete to Likely. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Now Jackson. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson will throw again.
He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's caught by Aguilar.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jackson completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
They run the option on second down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On third down, here's Edwards. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey of just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
it.